Okay, let's see what we got here. Download. Done with that. Okay, and now let's see what we got here. So let's switch over to our main. Actually, let's go to the scans first. Over here on the scans, we're looking like, well, first of all, there's a lot of things that broke out over the weekend and even before the weekend. Bitcoin was running, so we see Mara and Coinbase are up extremely high, 15, 14%, 16%. Tesla gapped up. There were some huge gap ups. Let's just run through the charts on this first before we look at any news. So I started over here on the NQ. NQ has been killing it. I mean, just absolutely ran through 21,000, just going on up. Let's go to Mara. Look at this gap up. 19, up here around 20, ran on up to 23, and now is marching its way, continuous way up as well. Coinbase, same pattern. Tesla, same pattern. All of these are heavily being traded because of the election and the results and all of that stuff. So they are up, up, up. Now, will they continue? I don't know. It's on Monday. We're beginning the week. And so we'll just have to see. But man, a lot of, and also let's look over here. So on the ETFs and on the indexes, the VIX is up. If the consumer discretionary is up, so that's things that people kind of they want more than they need, right? Consumer staples is what they need, but the discretionary is up today, so people feeling real nice. The Russell 2000 is up. Financial select SPDRs are up. Industrial is up. The overall market is up. I mean, it's just gonna be hard to find a day trade to the short side, a good day trade to the short side. You may get a short term one, but all of the like the small cap bearish, TZA is down. I mean, we just got to see once this thing opens up, see how active it wants to get. Let's jump back over here to the NQ real quick. Continue to try to get over this 300, but it is Monday morning, so I'm expecting a little bit of chop, just like with Fridays, a little bit of indecision because of new news coming out. Oh, speaking of news, let's jump over here to Federal Reserve. See if, oh, no. They said they're pausing any news dropping from the FOMC because today is Veterans Day, I believe, right? Yeah, holiday Veterans Day. Everything will be released tomorrow. Let's go over here to Yahoo. Refresh this page. It's been sitting here for a while. Okay. All right. So anything that's just sticking out to us. My long-term portfolios are doing excellent during these big moves up. I mean, we have moved from pretty much the 20,000s up to the 21. So that's 1,000 points, basically more than 1,000 points. And so, yeah, all the long-term stuff is just like, keep running, baby, keep running. But just looking for short-term plays and not really in any rush to make them. But man, it's been quite a bit of a blessing just to, you know, be invested both ways. You know, have a little small percentage where you trade with, and then the other invested. I mean, you can't beat it. You know. Yeah, can't beat it because most of the time the market is, I mean, we've seen historically it's just going up. Every time we have a little dip down, it just gets bought up. And so I invest in funds and invest in ETFs that are diversified across the market and look for them to pay me out. Well, not really pay me out, look for them to pay me dividends, but continue to increase their own market value. But if you all are seeing any small caps that may be under the radar, under $5 that haven't really started to pick up yet, definitely drop them in the chat and we will zoom to those quickly because everything I see right now is just like bigger. Nothing that's going to be, I mean, most of these have made a big move. And so to be getting in up here, I just don't know. And plus, it is a little bit lighter volume because of Monday. Usually by this time, we'll see multiple things up 10 million shares and really beating up the highs of the ticker. But today, everybody kind of just sitting back. Those that want to sit, and really, this is a selling market or a holding market because it's going up so much. People just take a little bit of profit, hold what they got, goes up a little bit higher. They take a little bit, and just continue to sell and look out for new entries. Tesla. Speaking of the stocks that I got in my long term, so I'll show you those. This one. Okay, so here's one of them. I got CLM in here. It is up to 850s, which is cool. I bought it back down here at 771. So we're quite a bit of ways away from 771. Then my other one is CRF, which I bought down at, well, below 8. Let me see. I bought down here in this zone right here, 770s also. And it just doing its thing, getting away from that. Now my goal size or position in these is about 500 shares. But I didn't reach it. I didn't reach it. I got like 400 on each one of them, so it's whatever. And then I got NYMT that I invested in. I saw this one. I've been watching this one for months though. And I actually got into it. I saw it form this bottom, came up, formed a new high, and since the markets are going up, and NYT is they invest in the New York properties and real estate and things like that, and I got in there. It's paying me a dividend, of course. Where did I get in? I got in at 580 somewhere up in here. Looking for it to start holding the $6 up right now. Looks like some trading going around 599, but I got in at 590, right around 400 shares, and just looking for it to take out that 6 and go on up. It pays a dividend, of course. It's a quarterly dividend though. The other two that I showed you are monthly dividends. And then I just took I got a little piece of this one, PRT, because of what it is. So PRT, it is a oil and natural gas stock, and because of the election and how things went, I'm thinking that oil could make a little bit of a move in the future. This one pays I think it's a monthly dividend, but it's super cheap right now. I only got a little bit. I don't even have 50 shares of this. So just got a little nibble, and I'll continue to build out a position as the days go on. But yeah, all of them are just eating for me. We're gonna let those go. Then in my other, well, this is kind of like the dividend specific portfolio. The other one is just like not so much dividends. They're not really dividends just move different because people want to get paid to wait. It's almost like getting a job. You buy the ticker, you don't want to be sitting there and your money's tied up and you see all these other opportunities in the market and it's like, what am I doing here? It's almost like a dead end job because it's like no improvement unless they just all of a sudden start paying out dividends. They're like, oh yeah, well, we've reached the top that we want to reach. We're gonna start paying out dividends. But that's very, I mean, they could take forever. So I'd rather just focus on the things that are and the things that have a history of consistency, history of consistent dividend payout, and then go for those. But yeah, let's see. Back over to our normal day. Let's flip over to NQ again. It's 812. We see the NQ. So these are the two structures that I was looking at. I was looking at this structure, what was this? Friday. Came down here and just started building out this structure. It broke out of this, broke down a little bit and started to kind of consolidate. And now it has a new structure here. So I'm like, okay, well, first of all, it's Monday. I would love to see it fake, come back up, make a lower high, and then start breaking down. But the only problem is what catalyst is going to cause it to break down? And if it does break down, would it be just a fake? Because we've seen Bitcoin, we've seen coin, we've seen all of these things just absolutely ripping, so you don't want to get caught in something crazy. The other thing is NQ is still green on the day. Now maybe if it goes red, it will look a little bit better. But right now it is green on the day, um, which is crazy because SOXS, which is the inverse of this one, is nice and green on the day as well. And so that is kind of confusing. It does have lower volume. SOXS has 2 million shares traded, which is not that great. And then we look over here, XOXL, which is the one that goes up when the market is going up, and it has 6 million shares traded, coming down into this little gap area that it previously made back here. So about 34.50 to 34.25 is where it's kind of hovering. And I don't trust any of this stuff today. I really don't. Because I don't know if sellers don't have the news to dump, and then buyers, like, it's just people joining the ride. It's like, oh man, let me get some more of that. Oh, let me get some more of that. That was nice. You know, that was a nice move. Or and people that were not invested before the election, and then they saw the big move. They saw 1,000 point move. They're like, oh my goodness, wow. So we'll just have to see how things play out for real. But it is sitting on this level, came down and cracked this level a little bit right through the 21s, and this is the point of control that it's been trying to been coming down and testing at 21,288 right here, and it continues to find a little bit of buying, find a little bit of buying. So I'm wondering, is this structure going to hold, and can it come back and retest this level right here of the 21,312 and then come down for a full break? Well, we'll see. We got about 15 minutes to the bell. Right now, it's just sitting right on the structure level. It is well, going through the validation process. Is this actually something, or is it going to drop from here? The other thing is, it has been above its ATRs this whole time, so still very bullish. When it comes to risk, buying above the ATRs, that thing can just continue to push up, 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 especially when it's already green on the day. Very, it could flip sides and come red, but the chances, man, the chances. What are the chances? Especially on an indecisive Monday. So my question is, can it continue to trade above or below this point of control? And will the point of control move down, which means more volume is coming downward and more people are willing to sell it back down, or will it be able to move this thing upward as the day opens up? It continues to find a little bit of buying there, but hasn't confirmed back over the point of control. That point of control is, people definitely look at it where the majority of the volume is. It doesn't really matter if it's buyers or sellers. If the majority is moving down, you know who's winning. It's like, okay, sellers, y'all are probably in here somewhere. But the previous level that it came down here and tested, like the flat level, so I've been looking at the trend, but the flat level that it tested back down here is 21,268 right here on this white line. And that is still above the ATR, so could still pop off of that if it goes down there. We have coming up into 10 minutes, we'll see if it can break back over the 293. Continues to find bullish action off of this level though. And continues to overtake this point of control, getting back above it. Now, can it do any kind of break above 21,293 to really show that, yeah, it's got them trapped off of the trend and it wants to actually go back to highs? Let's see what it does. Pushing on up there. Yep, nice little throw out right there. So it made a higher low of this level right here. Oh no, let me make this higher low of this level right here. Came down and kind of broke the trend, and we'll see if it does want to continue going up. But at this point, this one is, I would say that's invalidated right here, this trend line. It could become some type of resistance, but I don't think so. I think we're identifying the new levels as we speak. It has touched this one 3 times. So it's 1, 2, 3 in here. Let's see if it wants to actually trap some folks and get back up above this level of 21,300. Let's look at SOXS. Is it coming down yet? Hasn't really moved any exciting way here from 1972, 10 cents of movement. That's no excitement for SOXS. When they really get excited, they'll push that thing through the, and really it's not even just about excitement. It's about the confidence behind the move. Like, is there news out that will incite that type of rapid buying to the and for the confidence for the market to be dropping? SOXL down there, both of them just not that exciting today. Holding above the point of control though. Yep. Eating them up. The SPY QQQ, if we look over here, the SPY QQQ and the NQ all holding above their point of controls, but they're all just riding right on it for now. So trying to see if they can make any movement up. The SPY kind of looking like it's what? It's had a little bit of fall off, smaller candles here. Can it start ripping back over 599? For the QQQs, it needs to start ripping back over maybe the 515.75s. And the NQ, I mean, it's already over it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm still on my only trading the green days. I gotta just stay away. I traded Lyft last week, which really hurt the profits from last week, and just a bad late earnings play. It's just stupid. Like if you're gonna play earnings, you gotta be in front of the ball. Let's see. More news popping out. So what we got? Sector update, tech stocks mixed pre-market. Consumer stocks mixed pre-market, pre-bail. Let's see. There's nothing really. Okay, Amcor Advanced company has this European patent for paper packaging. Okay. In-face energy, I think that's a small cap that we've seen move before. Sapiens, SPNS, they did earnings. In-phase energy, ENPH, said it plans to reduce its global workforce by 17%. Oh my goodness. And move certain functions to cost-efficient regions, affecting about 500 employees and contractors. Wow. So they're about to start dropping people off. Okay. In phase energy. NQ continue to show that it wants to get back up to that 21,300. Can it push through there? All of them are pretty much in agreement right now, that there is some type of stop point down here and bulls are coming in. The only problem is we got to see what that open does because it can swing either way. You know, people can be like, oh man, this thing isn't going up. We'll just wait. And they can just pull and just wait for some true decision to be made. Because right now it looks like it's about to start kind of consolidating in here. Or it has been consolidating. It's going to make its choice at the open, which way it wants to go. Either continue to hold this uptrend and break over the highs of this candle, which let me put that in, or get on down there. Okay, getting on up there, $5 away from that 300. Looking kind of bullish. But yeah, still choppy. 6 minutes to the bell. And just clapping all the way back down to that trend line again. So somebody wants that thing down. I don't know who, but somebody seeming like they're coming in, patting it down under the 21,300. But it is still green on the day. That's the only thing that's messing me up. If I'm going to trade SOXS truly with some confidence, I need to see this thing red. Tesla, DJT. Volume still kind of low, even on these gap ups. Not a lot of people looking like they wanted to sell, and I don't blame them. Coinbase gapping, all these gap ups. I mean, why would you sell, right? Coinbase was down here at 272, and it is now up what, $25, $30. It's like, I mean, you're already in a winning position. If anything, they will be adding to the position, you know, to get an even better average, right? But it is Monday, so I don't know how many professional investors average in like this on a Monday when you don't know what news is gonna pop through. Energy stocks decline pre-bail. Yeah, I saw oil coming on down. Where's oil? Crude oil coming on down there back to these lows. Let's go back over here. So this is the monthly chart, and it's been holding this level for quite a while, right at this 65 level. And we'll see if it wants to actually break down here. Actually, I can extend this to the left because it actually traded right here. Came back to this level, and it's just continually held this level, but I don't know how many more times it can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4 times that it's held, but it doesn't have a, well, let me look. Yeah, it doesn't have a real uptrend anymore. It's pretty much sideways, so may break down this 65-ish level. Three minutes to the bell. Ooh, okay. Somebody's getting aggressive on NQ. Somebody got real aggressive. It almost looked like it was gonna flood down. It is below that trend, so it is kind of invalidating this trend, but not yet. Got to give it some trading time, see if it pops back through here. But yeah, it's still above the ATR highs. ATR high is right here at 21,264. But at this point, I don't know what it's trying to do. If that is a fake, that was a good fake. That thing popped down. I know some people are like, "Ooh, it's finally going down." But if it reclaims this point of control, well, it's back under the point of control. All of them are back under point of control except the SPY. So the SPY is the only thing that's holding up right now. QQQs and NQ are like, we ain't going. SPY going back up. It is in disagreement with the move. So see what happens on this open. We got about 25 seconds left. I will start. I guess we could just watch this NQ to see what the markets, how the markets swing here, if they want to get back up or if they want to just dump. I'm probably going to restart my platform here as well to get the updated. Okay, so it just popped right back up to that level. Popping up, can it hold that level? Holding up the trend. Can it pop all the way over to, oh my goodness. Did not pop all the way over. Throwing down a wick. And this is what I'm saying. It can get a lot, it can get very swingy. It can get very swingy at open. And now it's coming back over to the trend. Can it hold up this trend and can it get back up here to the 21,300s is the question. 21,300s just needs to get over this top. It's got a lot of people trapped on this trend, but which way is it going to flow? It's got a bottom here of 21,274 in an indecision candle right now, but man, like a war zone in there. Let's see if it'll go back green. Popping. That looks questionable. All right, so SOXS back up to 20 bucks. Big move out of there, just like that. But the SPY is not in agreement yet. The SPY made its move. The SPY needs to break down 599.52 for it to for everything to come into alignment. Basically, needs to break down. But if it breaks out here, it's definitely not in agreement with what they got going on. I'll be watching it. If it turns over, you know, SOXS will probably be looking very good, but right now there's a lack of agreement. And you can see NQ popping back up as the SPY is about to break out. And then let's see if the QQQs pop back up as well. So we got two that's giving us all of the bearish signals, and then one that's not. I don't understand how SOXS is still pumping up right now. I just do not understand it. Still pumping up, even though the SPY is coming back and looks like it's about to go really hard to the upside. And the SPY just broke out. Very, very brief breakout at the 600 level on the SPY. And now NQ is absolutely plummeting. Plummeting back down here, but it is still green on the day. So I still don't trust it to the downside. I've seen this happen multiple times. It's green on the day. It gets going. It fakes red and bounces back. And I'm like, no. But there's a touch on the ATR high there. ATR high at 21,266. Quick stab through that. And let's see if it can reclaim that ATR high here. Bounce back up. Yep, bouncing back up right there. Reclaiming the ATR high. SOXS is up 4%. Oh, I need to restart to get my scans right, because I'm probably missing out on some small caps here. Come on, big boy. Oh boy. Ooh, wrong password. What? Better say what? All right, get me back in there. Let's see what new pops out here on the scans. We got Windows opening now. Okay, so here we are, back at it again, and let's see where our movers are. We got Zero up 150%. We got a bunch of market followers that have gapped up. So it's way more market followers than the inverses right now. So I definitely won't be touching SOXS. That thing can get destroyed with all of this up. Zero is up here with 216 million shares traded. HOVR up 60%, and then SGN up 41%. All of those are sub-dollar stocks. So let's go look at what they got going on. One is 26 cents. So SGN had an ATR high of 31 cents, ATR low of 25. And it looks like it's been testing down that 25. Let's go to HOVR. Tested ATR high at 54 cents. ATR low is 44 cents with 70 million shares traded on that one. Zero already taken out the bottom, didn't even test ATR highs up there. Very small ranges on all of those sub-dollar stocks. Okay, so let's jump back over to where we were. Looking at the NQ, and this is, I mean, this thing is just holding up the ATR high. Look at this. Look at this. This is why I don't like when I'm above the ATR high. I'm like, shorting right here is irrelevant. It's just doesn't make sense. And let's see if it actually ends up holding and getting back above the point of control there at 2128 or 21,288. If it gets back across that, shorts are in trouble here. Let me change this to a I don't know what to change it to. I'm not gonna put anything there. We already see it. Look at that. If it gets back across there, all the shorts are gonna cry. Oh boy. 21,289. Wow. Threw it down there to ATR high. That's crazy. Got those boys trapped in there like that. Why you do that? That's crazy. Now look over here, man. Look at how trapped they are. So here's the NQ. Here's the Qs. Went down, tapped the ATR low right here. This 514. And then the SPY, look at this, man. This is a big trap. The SPY looking like it wants to break 600 here. It's going to have to flip all the way over and actually start breaking down for people to get bearish again. But at this point, it's just not looking good for it. Not looking good for the shorts, at least. But if the SPY can get an agreement and break down this 599 level that we pointed out earlier, which is the ATR, then I'm thinking, okay, maybe you want to go on down. So SOXS went up about 20, from 1991 up to 2034. And this candle is about to close. And it is holding down that ATR high. But NQ is still green on the day. When will it go red is the question. The bottom down here of the gap was 21,200. It looks like it's about to go red, actually. About to go red, but not red yet. Okay. Anyway, I'm not seeing any small caps I want to touch, and right now there's too many. It's too much green on the board. Way too bullish for me. So I'm not really inclined to do anything here because it could fake red and then blast back up. That's what I really don't want to get caught in. And I got caught like that a couple times when I first starting to trade SOX S and XOXL. And I'm like, oh man, this thing could do X, Y, and Z. And then the bulls come in. And I'm getting caught in a liquidity grab like this. Now, I'm still green on the day. Still green on the day. So at this point, I want to see it come back up and kind of consolidate up in here and then try to make another move down. But right now, nah. No news out, so I'm not sure that this thing can continue like this. Almost down to the ATR low. Go look at XOXL. This one's dumping with the market. So not a whole lot. And plus it's red on the day, so not touching that anyway. Wow, the NQ pulling back. How did, man, this is some money out here. This thing pulling all the way back. Let's see if it'll reclaim this ATR high here of the 21,264. If it does, it definitely has some people trapped. If they were watching the ATRs and it gets back over this, oh man, it's going to be real bad. That was an insane pop-up. ATR high at 2168. $8 away from breaking that. That's some money right there. Anyway, I'm about to get to my morning meeting. I'll just continue to watch. Well, I probably won't continue to watch. I don't, just watching the market without any thesis is just like boring. So I'm probably not gonna watch, and but I will be in the Discord if you have any questions or comments or things like that. Definitely let me know there. The Discord is dropped in the chat. It should be towards the top. Or I mean it continues to be dropped, but yeah, just kind of like it's Monday morning, no reason to rush. We know that the Feds cut the rates. We want to see some more news on the FOMC come out tomorrow, and we'll be ready for that news. But for right now, just letting it ride. Small caps looking super weak. And everything else that is up or was up overnight is just kind of holding where it was. But yeah, that is it for me today. I'm about to jump off. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, the analysis, and all of that. But yeah, I'm going to leave this one where it is and go and make some money another way. Anyway, that is it. And as always, I will see you guys on Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Peace.